Hello and welcome to my dining table. Or maybe I should start saying my living room, my dining room. I'm not sure. I haven't decided. But this is where I do puzzles because this is the table that fit puzzles basically. So this is where I do them. I feel like that is quite self-explanatory. So, yeah. My name is Kersti. Did I say that? I don't think I did. But I did now, so we're good. At least I hope you're good, and if we're not good, then I don't know what to do about that. But I don't know if you noticed. Sure, I do a lot of puzzles because I really like them. And I like talking. And this way, doing it this way means I'm doing two things I enjoy at the same time. I mean, what can be better? Actually, I'm kind of doing three because I'm also drinking tea. I like tea. I'm not saying I'm addicted to tea. I think addictions kind of have a bad rep sometimes because not all addictions are necessarily bad, and there's probably some people that would protest if I said that, and I just did, so who knows. But I mean, being addicted to talking, unless you have serious problems with your voice, because then it actually probably maybe could be bad, but talking, yeah, I don't think that's a bad addiction to have. That way you get to communicate with a ton of different people, and I don't know about you, but I like people. Sure, I find some people to be very annoying sometimes, but you know, I'm sure some people find me really annoying at times, and that's okay. I mean, I occasionally find me annoying at times too, so if someone else finds me annoying, I'd say I agree occasionally with you. Not all the time though. I mean, sometimes I find myself be very entertaining. I had a friend ask me recently, because we don't see each other a ton, and she asked me, like, well, what do you do for fun? And she don't know that I have these YouTube channels, so I didn't feel like blurting it out to her. Because I'm not sure what she would think about it, and I don't feel ready to find out. So I didn't say anything to her about it. But I was thinking to myself, I don't remember everything else she said, but she said something about that she wanted me to be okay, which is very sweet and nice and all that. And I agree. I want both me and her to be okay. But then she said something that I kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. But to me it was a little bit of, wait, what? Because she wanted to know what I did for fun because she thought that I don't necessarily do a lot. Which is true, I don't. So I totally understand that part. But her being seemingly a bit worried about me because I don't necessarily do a lot, I found that fascinating. Because what she next said was that she occasionally worries, but also like she don't know how I do it because I am alone a lot. And I don't know if you figured this out. I kind of like being alone a lot. I like people, but I don't want to hang out with them all the time. That would, yeah, That would not be a me thing, so to speak. And then she said something that I thought was a little bit sad, actually. Because, I mean, she knows that I live alone. And that occasionally seems to worry people, not just her, but several people. They worried because I live alone. And they're worried that I'm I don't know, be bored or something. And I mean, I am nowhere near anywhere in any way to be bored because I have made way too many things that I enjoy doing. I do not have time to be bored. Sometimes I kind of almost wish I had, because that would mean that, you know, I would have had time on my hands, and that's something I would have enjoyed. The thing is, though, she worried about me, and it was like, I don't even know how to explain it, but something she said about like me being alone that much. And it was so nice because we had been somewhere together and we had laughed and had fun, and she thought that was really nice. So did I. And then she said that it's so nice to laugh with people because she never laughs when she's alone. And I think that was the part that for me just like, wait, what? You don't laugh when you're alone? I mean, I get that not everyone likes my kind of humor, but I have a blast when I'm alone. I laugh at and with myself so much. Probably to the point of people, if they were a fly on the wall, they would think of me as, I don't know what they would think of me, but it might not all be nice. And I'd be okay with that because, well, I enjoy my own company. I can laugh and have fun when I'm alone, and I'm okay with that. And I just can't help but think that people that can't laugh when they're alone, I don't get it. And also, what do they do with their time if they, you know, don't enjoy their alone time? What do they do? I don't know. I will admit, I got really curious though, because, well, what do people do when they're alone? Because I mean, you see several of the things that I do when I'm alone. I do my puzzles, I do a lot of knitting, I read. You haven't seen a lot of knitting and reading, but I mean, we're getting there, But still, I mean, and she was worried about me, and I was just like, I'm having a great time. But you're not even able to like laugh when you're alone? Why not? I didn't ask her because I think I was just so surprised. And I also realized that, I mean, I already knew that people are different. I know that. That did not come as a surprise to me. But, and I don't think I've been very good at sorting here. Anyway, but yeah, like, how can people not laugh when they're alone? Or wait, maybe that's just me. Oops, I don't know. And in a way, I don't really care, but at the same time, it's like, well, what do people do? Are people sad when they're alone? And I'm sure some people are, because people are different, and you know, there are extroverts out there that needs people all the time. That sounds exhausting. I'm happy to say that is not me. But for people that do that, that need people in such a way, I really hope they have people, because, and also, I wish it were more okay, I guess, in a way, that people spend time alone, but also a lot of people need to learn how to hang out with themselves and enjoy that kind of thing, basically. And it just really, really surprised me that, and yeah, keep saying we're all different and all that, but how can people not laugh when they're alone? Is that a thing? Is that just me that laugh a lot? That me just laugh a lot when I'm alone? I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm always laughing. That also would sound exhausting. But like in general, hanging out with myself. God, I sound like such a loner. I'm okay with that. I kind of like it. But yeah, why is that such a big deal if you're spending a lot of time by yourself? As long as you're enjoying it. I mean, if you really, really hated it, I'd say go get a hobby amongst other people so you can hang out with them, but I don't know. I mean, if you like spending time alone, why so many, I don't know, maybe it just makes other people uncomfortable because there is not their idea of enjoyment. Maybe that's the thing. They don't know how other people do it because they don't do it, so it makes them confused. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I know that I'm confused a lot, but it just, yeah, but maybe I just don't think about other people that much. That might be a thing. Let's be honest. It's not. Yeah, I don't get it. But I'm very curious, but I'm also too uncomfortable to ask people straight out. It's like, why are you like that? Why are you uncomfortable if I'm alone? And I've heard other people say it too. It's like that either that it's weird in some way that I enjoy spending my time alone a lot. and different ways of that. It's like, well, you're alone a lot. It's like, yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy my own company. Maybe that's the thing. That a lot of people don't know how to enjoy their own company. In that case, I suggest they start because, you know, if you want other people to hang out with you, you should want to hang out with you too. Or maybe that just makes sense to my brain, but not other people's brains. I don't know. Brains are a fascinating place that I do not always understand. That's for sure. Then not always understanding other people's brains. Heck, I don't even understand my brain. I don't know if you're supposed to. I sometimes feel like you're supposed to understand your brain, but I feel lost when it comes to that a lot. I'm not saying I've given up on figuring it out, but you know, it's not easy. Understanding the brain. It's a whole I wouldn't say that it's a whole different ball game, but it's something, I think. As usual, I did not have much of a plan when I went on, so to speak, today. That is normal. Nothing to worry about. I keep looking for a house though. And I haven't been to look at them, and I need to do some more research. But I feel like I might have a couple of like potentials. Also, I haven't talked to my bank, so I don't know if they'll actually be able to, or they would definitely be able to. The bigger question is, would they be willing to lend me money to buy a house? That is, that is a big question, at least for me. I find that to be a very big question these days. But yeah, a part of me don't actually want to look more into the houses that I've found as potentials, because I'm so worried that they either won't be what I'm looking for, what I want, or that they either be sold to a way higher price than I can possibly afford, or that kind of worst scenario is I see them, I like them, I want them, not all of them. There are 3 potentials at the moment, but that I find like one of them actually is like, yes, this might have a true potential and that I want it and all, and then my bank won't lend me money. I think all those things are part of what makes me hesitant to like kind of really go for it these days, because I'm so scared that it won't work out. And it's really annoying because I really want to move. And it's not like where I live is a bad place. My neighbors are nice. I live in an area that is safe. It's a good place to live, in my opinion. It's just not my place to live, I guess, because it's not what I want. I feel like I sound like such a spoiled brat. It's not what I want, so but it isn't. I'm not happy where I live, so I would like to move, and fingers crossed I get happy in a new place. But then again, you never know. You can always hope though. And I'm thinking that's where I'm going. I'm hoping that it's gonna be okay. But I have a lot of not structured thoughts about it all, because I'm worried about picking the wrong place. I'm worried that it won't work because like money and the bank and not having a job and all that, and just it's all the things. And yeah, I don't know what to do. And it's not like anyone can like, oh, but here's the thing you're to do, and just do that one thing. That's not really how it works, I think. But that would have been cool though. Someone just swooped in and say, here are the answer to all your challenges or problems or issues, or however word you choose to use. But that's not how it works, which is a little sad sometimes, at least right now. Oh dear. And okay, this is more challenging than I thought right now. Okay, can we switch you? Drag out there. And I have clearly not done the best job of sorting, because I'm actually missing a few edge pieces. And I can't blame anyone, because as far as I remember, I haven't let anyone borrow this puzzle. So if there's actually some pieces truly missing, that will be completely my own fault. And I don't really want to be responsible for that. I wouldn't want anyone else to be responsible for it either, but you know, it's a thing, I guess. That's the sky. These are the dolphins. This is underwater. This is supposed to be the middle section. Okay. I'm gonna work with this pile now. I'm not sure how well this is gonna go. I know I'm gonna make it happen because I've done this puzzle before, but there's always a bit of, I don't know, anticipation? Is that the right word? It's like, are all the pieces here? I think that's the biggest anticipation there is with puzzles like these. At least in my opinion, I think. Sometimes I question my own opinion even. Let's not get into that, maybe. Oh dear. But yeah, I'm having a good time doing my puzzle. And I mean, the reason I filmed this is because, you know, I find it fascinating to talk to other people and communicate. The puzzles are basically just an easy excuse for me to, well, film. I put up my camera, put it on a tripod, and set it to record while I chat along. Or not chat along, chat away? Is that the word? I think so. You get what I mean. So, yeah, that's, oh, tea. Great. Yeah, getting to be a good temperature now. What are your tips and tricks for not burning your tongue when you drink tea? Or that is, if you do drink tea. From my understanding, not everyone drinks tea. I don't understand those people, and that's okay. I mean, some people actually drink coffee. I don't understand those people. But it's important to have different things that we do, and different hobbies and opinions and things that we like to drink and eat. So it's a lot of things going on in my brain. Mostly right now, oh, that's it. You don't belong there. Here, no. Yeah? Sometimes it's hard. I feel like there are some false fits around here in this puzzle. False fits are super annoying. But they exist too. I kind of wish that they didn't, but apparently I don't get to decide that. Oh, that's another moon. Okay. Alright. Yep. Oh no, even more moon? No, I don't think you're moon. You're moon? What's the moon doing here? In a mountain? Boy, did I do a horrible job at sorting. Are you still filming? Hold on. Apparently I was cut off. I did find an edge piece though, so that was nice. So I don't know what you last heard, but yeah, I have no idea what you last heard. That's the challenge of filming. And I wish I was better at figuring that part of it out. I mean, there is definite room for improvement. So that's nice, I think. Sometimes I wonder. But yeah, it's a thing. I've been, I don't know. Here's the problem when you cut me off. I don't know what you last heard, so I don't know if I'm repeating myself and being annoying or not. The annoying part can totally happen even if I don't repeat myself, but still. I repeat. You get what I mean, right? Maybe? I hope. Yeah, I always hope. I hope for so many things sometimes, and not everything works out. I am a rather cynical person. I even had a friend once ask if I even had a heart, because I seem so cynical. But it's more that I don't necessarily show it all the time, that I actually do have a heart, because I do have a heart. It is beating in my chest all the time, and let's be honest, if it stops, I'll be dead, so I prefer for it to keep beating. But, where was I going with this? Oh, I forgot. I can distract myself in a lot of different ways. It's really annoying. Yeah, you cut me off. And I don't really want to repeat myself, but I don't know what I said, so I don't know what you heard. This is occasionally confusing. I don't know if it's as confusing for you as it is for me, but I'm gonna assume that it is. I thought this part would be easier, but I keep thinking parts of the puzzle will be easy and then it's not. So, yeah. Are you going there? An otter edge piece! Yay! Okay, so that edge piece is probably in the sky, and this edge piece is probably here. Huh. Well, time will tell. I assume. Puzzle will tell? Anyway, I'm thinking you're gonna get a little bit of music now. Haven't done that in a bit. Or you had a tiny smidge of music in a video not too long ago, but I kind of like listening through the audio library on YouTube. On the YouTube studio, because there's so many different types of music there, and I like it, or I don't like all the music, but I like some of it, so that's nice. And I find it dolphin, and I like listening through the music and see if I can find something that I feel kind of match, not the vibe, because I don't know if I have a lot of vibe going on here. I'm not a very vibey person, I think, but I enjoy listening through and to see if I can find something that I feel match the feeling. I guess you could call that a vibe. Anyway, I'm gonna pretend that I'm capable of stop talking. If you watched any of my videos, you know that's really hard for me. But I will try to let you have some music, because that gives me a chance to, listen through some of the music on the audio library for YouTube. And I like that. I find it fascinating to see what is out there. So, you will get music, and I will get puzzle time. I've been doing much, but I've been looking at the pieces. And it might not seem like much, but it definitely takes a long time. Kind of staring them all down. Not all of them wants to tell me where they should be going. But eventually it will all work out. Luckily. That is how puzzles work. At least as far as I know. I mentioned it before that I want to get better at editing. So I'm gonna try to do that. Get better at editing. And I want to try to like do different things. Obviously, that is part of what editing is. But like, I really want to be able to do. Oh, I just had the word on my tongue and the tip of my tongue, and then it disappeared. Like that is not normal. But I want to learn how to like do time lapse and different things. And sure, I could like search for it, and I will at some point. I'm just not very good at. I love doing research, but also I don't like it. Does that make sense to, anyone but me? That you can both like and dislike something at the same time? Or not dislike it. I mean, I like it, sometimes I don't want to do it. I just want it to be done. And, yeah. It's a thing. I'm gonna get there. But I really want to learn how to, I want to learn to be better at editing, and to do that, I gotta film something. So hello, here we are, me filming something. Does everything that I film always make sense? Nope. But I don't feel like, okay, maybe it's supposed to? I don't know. But, I mean, it's me. Not everything makes sense. That's part of who I am. I don't feel like I'm supposed to always make sense. But if you have gotten through the video so far, I am impressed, and I thank you very much for watching. It makes me happy to see people watching, because, as anyone putting themselves on the internet, that is kind of what we want. I don't know how to go about making it actually happen, but, does not keep me from doing it anyway. And, what other people think about that, well, you can either tell me in the comment section, or just keep watching and don't say anything. There are many options possible. It always is. And I like that there are so many different options and possibilities. And I don't know how to make my channel a place where people want to be, for a lack of a better word, but maybe I'll one day like really figure it out. That would be both very fun and terrifying at the same time. I mentioned in a different video about like not wanting to go viral because that would freak me out. I stand by that. I would like to not go viral, but at the same time, I guess we're all a bit narcissistic. Those of us who put videos online, we want to be watched. That sounds really creepy. Sounded really creepy. Anyway, I didn't mean it in a creepy way. That happens. But I would like to connect with people. And I want to get better at making videos. Those are my main goals for doing this. But I have no idea how to do any of it. So trial and error. It's a thing. I do a lot of the error parts. Less of the trialing part because I don't even know where to start. So I feel like I'm floating around in the, not in the nothingness, but like floating around having no idea what I'm doing. That is definitely true. I do not know what I'm doing. But I don't know, I would like to know what I'm doing. Maybe that's the thing. I would like to know what I'm doing and how to do it better. And I'm not sure how to go about figuring that out. But, you know, it might work, it might not. It's part of the challenge, it's part of the fun, it's part of the frustration at times. Let's be honest. There is, at least to me, quite a bit of frustration with doing this because I have no idea what I'm doing and I don't know how to do the things I don't know how to do. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me, so it might not make sense to others. I don't know. Anyway, my back is starting to be annoyed with me, so I will stop filming because I will stop doing the puzzle because I don't want my back to be too mad at me. That happens. It's very unpleasant. I do not recommend. But yeah, I thank you for watching. I hope you will come again. And if you got any tips or tricks on how to be better at this, leave them down in the comment section. Like, what do you want to see? What do you want me to talk about? Because let's be honest, most of the time, the puzzle is not the main point of these videos. Me chit-chatting, however, me talking, that is my point of these videos. So, yeah, if you like talking or like listening to me talk, I guess, and occasionally being not interrupted by music, but occasionally getting music, that's what you're getting in this channel. So if you like that, I'm happy to have you around. I like having people around. It's nice. I just don't necessarily want to see people all the time. So this is a perfect way for me to do it. And you know, you can agree or disagree, but I'm here. And if you are too, hello. I'm gonna bid you farewell right now because, as I said, my back is getting annoying with me sitting the way I do. I hope you have enjoyed this video. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!